Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna really just start talking here because I have a reading that I pulled out hours ago. Okay, I started pulling it out. I started pulling out some oracle cards hours ago, and I thought I understood the message, and then I couldn't. There was a card here that was dumbfounding me. I was like, I don't understand how this card fits into what I'm looking at. And it's really significant, this card, because the card represents how you are affected in the relationship with this person. And it just did not make sense. So I kept looking at it. I kept going, but we're doing the shadows of the Middle Ages. I've read like all the cards here on the table. I'm like, there's something that I am missing here. And then Lily started getting anxious. She wanted lunch. I was getting anxious. I'm like, I need to figure this out. And I'm going to show you why. Like, because sometimes I will pull out cards. There's times where, like, even if I'm just pulling everything out on the camera, where sometimes it just doesn't go. It doesn't happen very often. I'm going to be honest. Like, maybe once every 2 or 3 months, like, I'll start pulling out a reading and it won't go to upload because it'll be like, I don't understand what that was. It's like, but this one, this person's energies are so intriguing that I'm like, there is something here to unpack, and I need to spend the time to try to figure it out. But the more I thought about it, the more I just couldn't get it. So anyways, went and had lunch. I went and had lunch, and I'm sitting there not thinking about the reading, but all of a sudden, like, phrases started like just flying through my head. And then all of a sudden I heard, just like when you're led up the garden path. And I'm like, what the fuck? Just like when you're led up the garden path. And I knew there was meaning there because this is the card that I've been sitting here trying to understand what it really represents in your reading, because this is how you're affected in this relationship. And this is one of those times where, you know, the flexibility in being able to read cards is very key, because you can have your own meaning for a card. And then you can also have the meaning that the author or the creator of the card created or intended for it. But cards develop too. So this card just developed, and that made the whole reading make sense, because typically this card just talks about nice social events, parties, and things like that. But there's a path here. There's a path, and it is in the garden and led up the garden path. I thought I knew what that meant. I Googled it. I was right. It is when somebody kind of makes false promises or some sort of indication that something up this way is really great. And it looks like a nice path, right? Like, it looks like a really nice path. So why wouldn't there be nice things up the garden path? But kind of reminds me of sort of like a booby trap, or somebody just wanted to waste your time, or somebody wanted something else out of you. Because this person's energy is not trustworthy. And that was the other thing. So this is how you feel about this person, the mask. You're like, I know this person is hiding something. I know that I'm not seeing the truth here, and I know that this person is deceiving me. And how have you been affected in this relationship? Led up the garden path. How you were affected in this relationship. You are led up a garden path here. Somebody has been trying to make you believe that the direction that they are maybe trying to make things go with you is the way to go, is that there's something fabulous at the end of this path. Because this person is, this is their energy. So this is where it got interesting from the beginning. So the minute this card came out and I shuffled it out, and okay, this person is literally, their energy is the lock. So there are also, I feel like, things here that I can't access. And at what point did I had an underline. The underline is different now. I can't remember. The deck got knocked off, and then it kind of all got, and I just said, okay, Spirit, I'm going to reshuffle, show me a new underline, because everything got messed up. But now it's funny because now I'm remembering it was the target, Sam Wayne, whatever you'll call it, which is like kind of like that October 31st energy, the thinnest point of the veil. And the cauldron. Okay. And the cauldron. Those were the 3 cards that were the underlying after this originally came out. And when I say originally came out, like it's been a few hours. I am not kidding. If you can see the sun, how the sun has been, like when I've started some of these other readings, like around 9 or 10 o'clock. I think it's almost, it's like, it's 12:30 now. It's 12:30 now. It's not as late as I thought it was, but I've been about 3 hours trying to understand this reading. And this was the one that really got me. I'm like, this card makes no sense to me because like I have a lot more to show you here and talk about, because you have been led up a garden path is exactly what I want to say with this. If this is somebody who has promised you some type of friendship, and this is somebody who promised you some type of outcome to a situation with them, it's a big fat fucking lie. Okay? It is a big fat fucking lie. And this person, because those underlying cards that I was talking about, when I first looked at the spread, I tried not to focus on the garden card because it wasn't making sense to me. When I first looked at the spread and then I looked at the underlying, the very first thing that came into my head was that this person does practice some type of spiritual magic. Because they have already locked information out that I am not able to access about them in this reading. I know you're edgy, Larry. There's a big storm coming and he's kind of edgy. Everybody's a little edgy, actually. He's a big boy. That's a big boy, okay. And so they're, right, like they have some type, like with that sand lane card, I don't even know how to say it, but it represents when the veil is the thinnest and people can communicate with the dead. They can communicate with spirit energy. You have the couch, you don't need the cards. There's no excuse now. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for him to lay all over my table in the cards. Because like Lily's laying right here. Lily's laying right here. You could lay beside me too. No. I made a boundary. You need to respect it. Come here. That's it. Okay, now that's good. Okay. Because I really do feel like that person, like with the cauldron card, there's sometimes, and the target. The target is magic. The target is magic. This person might be in some weird way kind of like trying to target your magic, but I think they're using magic and why? They're anxious. This person who has sent you up the garden path is anxious. This is what they're doing right now. This is what they're pretending. This is the mask that this person is wearing. They're not quiet. They might be quiet with you. This person might not be saying, well, they could be talking to you, but they're not telling you the truth here. But it's weird. This whole reading, I feel like even symbolizes what you're going through, where things just don't make sense here. This doesn't make sense. There's something about this person doesn't make sense because you had that. Like, this is like, well, this is how they feel about it. How in God's name does this feel good? Like, it doesn't. This is not benefiting them because you've been led up the garden path. So there you go. That's how cards can evolve here. And it is important that you do let your cards evolve if you are a reader as well. Yeah, so they're quiet. I feel like they're not telling you something specifically, but they are talking to other people, right? Because this is the mask that they're wearing. Or here's the other thing. Like if you're dealing with someone who's deceptive, who's being deceptive with you, I feel like there's always, oh, I love you too, Larry. He's sleeping on my boots with his head. Does the boot smell like mommy? Yeah. So when someone is deceptive, they show you the truth, but it doesn't often, well, sometimes they will just tell you. So when somebody tells you that they're a certain way, or they show you they're a certain way, believe it. Believe it. And I feel like that's a possibility here for you with this person. But I don't know, something doesn't make sense. I know this person isn't telling the truth. I feel like that there's something that they're masking or hiding. And they are, because they are talking to other people. They are engaged in some type of conversation or interaction with other people. Now, why are they acting silent with you? Because of the key. They have the lock. They are the lock. You have the key here. All right? You have the key. And I feel like things will look a certain way for you in regards to this person, right? Like the garden card. I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that this is beneficial to the collective, to what I'm reading here, because none of the other cards indicate that. It makes no sense to me. I still have a couple more cards to show you here. And it's important that you allow yourself to evolve your thinking with this person. Even take some type of a step back like I did. Actually, to be honest, I had decided that this wasn't going to be a reading. And I just left the cards. I said, all right, Lily, let's go have lunch. Let's go have lunch. You really wanted to do lunch. And it was at that point where the garden card made sense. And I'm like, oh no, this is a reading, all right. I feel like this person's energy, even in some way, has tried to sabotage, well, maybe me and other readers from being able to pick this up for you. Okay. Because you have the key. There's a key here. And this person doesn't want it opened. They do not want whatever this door is that they've got locked up opened. This person probably is harboring a really big secret. And they have led you up the garden path to try to stop you from figuring it out. The advice for you is the Phoenix. I feel like it is to rise above this situation. It is to rise above whatever, right? Okay, because if you've been led up the garden path too, it's also in some way you've invested time and effort, right? That needs to happen in a 3D world to go up this path, wherever it leads you. You've invested time and effort here. And in that time and effort, now you find yourself at a place that it's not really for your highest good. It's not really where you should be or what you should be doing. Or, I don't know, or waiting for something. Because it's also like the path, it's just empty there. It just really looks really pretty. Is it even some type of an illusion that this person has tried to cast on you in some way here? Because you are being guided here to rise up from these ashes and fuck shit, man. Just get it to, I don't know. This person, I'm kind of wondering if this person is even to some degree trying to, right? They're trying to target magic. Is it your magic? Now, if you follow the advice, which is to rise up, don't allow yourself to be held down into the ashes. Don't allow yourself to not have some type of a rebirth here in your life. The outcome is the Trojan horse. That was the other thing. I'm like, okay, wait a second. So if the collective rises above whatever's going on in their life here, there is going to be some deception coming their way. There is. Because you are not meant to just stand here at the end of this path, whatever it is. We're like, nuh-uh. You are not meant to stand at the end of this path. And, right, by standing at the end of that path, you are playing into exactly the hand that this person wants you to play. So what are they going to do? They're probably going to try to do something here to convince you, oh, no. It's not really what's going on. Or, oh, no. Everything is okay. No. Okay. Okay. So I really needed all that to come out because it was just, I was like munching on my I made like my salmon dip and organic corn chips. I was like, oh, the garden path. That's what it is. Being led up the garden path. Yep. Being led up the garden path. Now, crossroads. So also interesting, right? So as I reshuffled, because at the time I think there was so much coming in with, once I figured out what the garden path was, that, okay, this is the underline now, at a crossroads. I feel like it's this energy. They're at a crossroads because you're figuring something out. But right, like with the Trojan horse, it's like somebody okay. So here's the other thing. So then I went to the bathroom after lunch. I went to the bathroom, and I do some of my best thinking on the porcelain throne. So I was sitting there, and I was thinking, I was like looking at all these cards in my mind's eye, and then at that point I thought, okay, wait a second. This person is not talking to you directly, collective, right? They're not talking to you directly, but they are talking to you. And I feel like that's through other people or through another person. And that's going to be the Trojan horse here. Right? Okay. There's some tarot readers here that you can't fuck around with, Mr. Silence and Lock and Key. That's what the Trojan horse is. So this is someone that is probably going to speak on behalf of this person, but it's a freaking lie. Because the Trojan horse is just a big lie. It's a big, oh, this is wonderful. This is going to be so good for you. But it's not. Oh, that was the other thing. I got as far as pulling out a couple of tarot cards to try to clarify this Trojan horse. And I asked what was inside of it. It was terrible. It was being stuck and disappointed. Like, so somebody is trying to keep you stuck and disappointed here. And why? The only thing that makes sense to me, especially with the original underlying cards, is that they're feeding off of your energy somehow. Okay, so the lock. The King of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. My great grandmother's clock has taken on a player in these readings, I feel. So, okay, somebody is keeping really quiet. This could be like about a family situation. Somebody doesn't want you to know either who or what they're connected with and who they're building with. They're also keeping, what are they keeping away from others here? Is access to that? Access to it. They're trying to keep also emotions. Person is keeping all of their emotions locked away here. Their emotions that they have for, it looks like a family. Right? Like it looks like a family. Is this person trying to hide the fact that they have a family from you? Okay, so silence. How are they? So they're not telling you something, right? What are they not telling you? The Two of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Cups. What are they not telling you? It has something to do with all the emotions that they've got locked behind here, but it looks like a family locked back there. If it's not, okay, so, I mean, it kind of is almost obvious at that point where it almost feels like it could be somebody that you're maybe starting a relationship with or getting to know, but this person is not being honest about the fact that they have a family or that they're married with the Ten of Cups. Or this person might be saying, yeah, but I'm not really happy in my relationship. But they are. They are. Now, it could also be that this person has some type of family connection here. And they're not saying anything about it. They don't want you to know what the family connection is. And why they hide their true selves? Because of the key. You could get, so okay, here's the thing. You, for whatever reason, you might have some emotional leverage on this person. Or this person may have feelings for you. And that actually might be part, or like if they express that, that could end up being the key to opening sort of Pandora's box here. There's a lot of feelings here, right? And they're also in the very appropriate places. That King of Cups, the feelings that we are not showing, they could be really deep feelings. There could be some type of emotional manipulation here. That's all locked away. But the Queen of Cups is much more expressive and much more open with our feelings. And that's silent, that's quiet. And I want to say the Hanged Man, which is also like very Piscean. That, right? Like just the 12th house representing like prisons, illusions, confinement, and something is locked away here. Somebody is really hiding a whole other area of their life here that they're not being honest about. The key. Why they hide their true self? Because they don't want the key to come out. They don't want the truth, which... the Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. The Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. I don't know about this. Somebody is leading you down the garden path, my friend. They are. They don't want to hurt someone else here. They don't want to hurt somebody else. They don't want to hurt somebody else. They don't want perhaps even to cause somebody some type of financial hardship. They need to guard this person. Or they don't want these things to happen to them, so they need to guard that. Yeah, I don't know. You suspect something here. You absolutely do with the Mask card. And so let's look at the garden. Let's look at this garden card. This person's doing some sort of like magic fuckery going on here. So the High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles. There's two things going on here. This person's trying to balance two things at once. This person may even be trying to get you to balance two different things at once here. Because they're trying to hide the truth. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now that's coming through to me. That this person is trying to get you to think about, like, okay, if you find yourself at the end of this path going, I don't understand. This didn't lead anywhere. This doesn't make any sense. They are trying to present scenarios or make you at least think that, okay, it's this or it's that. It's neither one of those. Whatever it is that you're trying to figure it out here, it's neither one of those. Because the High Priestess is coming across to me like, no, there's a big secret here that you don't see. But being led down the garden path is being deceived. So and there you are, like, well, it's this or it's that, or maybe I'm going to do this, or maybe I'm going to do that. That's how it's affecting you. You're being juggled and you don't see it. With the Two of Pentacles there. That's the other thing. Wow. This reading is just so crazy. And the fact that almost just was, I don't understand this. I understand it 100% now. The Phoenix, to rise above this. The Knight of Wands, wow, and the Ace of Cups. This is to reclaim your energy. This is to reclaim your energy. Because the Knight of Wands to me is a lot of time, different meanings in the cards, but particularly in this case, shows up as getting your mojo, using your mojo. And what are you, like, feeling good, feeling really, really good here. They're going to know. They're just good, but you cannot not do that. You have to do that. You can't stay stuck in this energy where somebody is, I feel like they're feeding off of you in some way. They're taking your magic. It's fucking weird. Does this person know that they're doing that? I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe this person is just trying to play a game anyways. But because of the energies that they work in, they just automatically take your magic. Because you need to feel good here. You need to feel alive. You need to explore, too, with the Knight of Wands. The Trojan horse. Again, okay, let's just, I already asked. That was the first card I just asked, and I'm like, well, fuck me, I don't understand the garden card. Because the Trojan horse is like being what it is, right? I said it was the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Being stuck, being sad. The Trojan horse. That's the outcome. Something's good. They're gonna do something here. Oh, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, see, that's what triggers it. That's what triggers this Trojan horse from coming in. Is the truth. The Trojan horse is triggered by the truth here. And I feel like I have unlocked it for someone. Anything else you can tell me? What is the truth? Maybe somebody's going to be truthful. I don't know. Well, if you already know the truth, okay, no, that's a thing. Think about that. If somebody here is being deceptive with you, and if they're not coming clean with it until you actually figure it out, and they're like, okay, yeah, let me explain. No. Because that person has no integrity. Because if they would not come clean to you before you figured it out, they never would have come clean. I'm getting really riled up in this now that I've figured this one out. The Five of Swords, the Hermit, and the Queen of Wands. What did I ask about the Trojan horse? I think it was just, oh, the Ace of Swords. Huh. Well, I'm just going to say, whatever this person is hiding, if they showed it to you, if they let you know what it was, they're going to feel like it doesn't matter. They're not going to be able to build anything with you. If they don't show you what's going on or what the truth is, they know that they can't. I don't know. There's something here where they just kind of know that they can't win in this situation. They might want you to be the one to play around and negotiate that. It doesn't matter what you do here. You're not going to win. Nobody's really winning here. So, how do you feel about this person? I'm asked. The Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. Oh. Huh. Because what do they have locked away here? This is, I don't know. This looks like somebody who has a happy family. Like somebody who has a happy family here. But, so it's like, well, what did they show you? What do you see when you look at them with the Page of Swords? Sadness, disappointment. I'm telling you right now, if you are seeing someone and this person says, well, yeah, no, I'm still with my ex, but you know, I'm not very happy in that situation. And, you know, it's just because of circumstantial or because of money. We're still living in the same house, or I don't know what it is. This person is full on fucking lying to you. They are full on fucking lying to you. They do not want you to know that this is a happy family. They're being quiet about the love that they have here in this situation. And I don't know, the key, like that's to the Queen of Pentacles, is that like, that's like the wife or the husband in whatever way this flows for you. So the crossroads, look at that. The crossroads. The Devil card and the Six of Cups. Let's see. So dramatic, but I want more out of it. The Devil card, or the shadow side. The King of Swords and the Magician. The Six of Cups. The Two of Cups and the Queen of Swords. What is this trying to come out? The Four of Cups here. They're definitely... Okay, the King and Queen of Swords, right? Like those are people, they're archetype energies in the tarot. They could be the divorcee, the widow, or the widower. So in this case, I would say possibly the divorcee. But this person doesn't know what to do. Should they get divorced? Should they, right? Like, right, that's a question here. Will this help me manifest that? How do I become the Two of Cups with this person? You and this person are not in an equal... You are not in equal archetypal energies, because this person's archetypal energies are dictated by like a whole family or something here, man. I mean, seriously. It's so funny, like this reading, it was this one card. This was the one thing that couldn't make this reading make sense to me. And because it was showing how you were affected, that was like, I cannot do this reading if I can't understand how they're being affected. Because how you're affected are the consequences that you're living day in and day out in your life. Like, it needs to have like legitimate, like this is your life, right? I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to read for them and tell them yada, yada, yada. Just rise up. Everything will be okay. Yeah, you feel like something is not right here. You're right. And you have been led up the garden path here with this person. The underline is Three of Pentacles and the Emperor. Well, the Emperor could be somebody's partner here too. Yeah, somebody has definitely... So, all right. I'm going to go do the extended. Oh, so in the extended, I should mention it because I haven't been like editing this on the computer. The extended, the link is at the bottom of the description. Become a member of the channel. You get a ton of perks. You get live readings. You get over 40 to 50, you get 40 to 55 extended videos a month. If you do want to do the extended, make sure you pick the second tier, which is all extended videos. I'm going to go do that extended. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is this person's hidden intentions towards you? What would they tell you if they could tell you anything? You know, if they had truth serum and there was no consequences. And what are their deepest thoughts about you? And that's what I'm going to do after like spending 3 hours trying to figure this one out. And I'm glad I did for you. Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.